And we're back with the next and last wild card matchup between the Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions. I did have a weird start to the recording, so it's going to start a little bit in the middle of the video. So let's get started. The Detroit Lions are able to get the first strike here. Touchdown pass to Darius Hayward-Bay. Darius Hayward-Bay was drafted by the Commanders, was there for many seasons. Then he was traded to the Chicago Bears, and instead of the Bears retaining him, he went to free agency, and that is why he is here. He is here in Detroit. And then we have Andy Dalton. They are the defending Super Bowl champions, but they have the 5th seed. Right there, you see him overthrow his intended receiver. Then we see another pass there to David Givens. 4th and inches. They're going for it. And with the run to Noshawn Marino, he came over from the Cincinnati Bengals. Dalton throws, caught by Ed Dixon, the tight end. They also have Leonard Pope, who Pope was drafted by the Patriots, was a 6'8" tight end. He was originally drafted by the Cardinals. And in this franchise, he went to the Patriots for many years. Then near the end of his career, he is with the Cardinals. But it's the backup tight end, Ed Dixon, making some plays on this drive and ending it with a touchdown. So good for him. There he is celebrating, flexing. And there we go, handoff to Felix Jones. Now the Detroit Lions drafted Reggie Bush, and Reggie Bush was very good for them. And like in real life, he had a lot of injuries that derailed his career. In this franchise, he did not have many injuries early on, but he just suffered a huge injury this season. Let me double check and see what type of injury that was. A torn pectoral, which is like he's out for 22 more weeks as of Wildcard. So the Lions are making do without their star running back Reggie Bush. And you see right there, Todd Heap, the veteran tight end, makes the play for them, gets a touchdown to kind of counter the Arizona Cardinals touchdown. Todd Heap is 34 years old, 77 overall in his 14th season. He was from Arizona State. In real life, he was with the Ravens for a long time, and then he went to, I think he went to Arizona. But in this franchise, he's been with, where was he before? I'll have to double check if he was always in Detroit. So here we go, Tannehill throwing the ball to Felix Jones, and Felix Jones making things happen in this game. You know, here he is scoring a touchdown from a screenplay, if I can talk. So great blocking there, wide open field. Made it look easy. And here they are, back to pass. Actually, no, Todd Heap was drafted by the Ravens, and he came to Detroit in the 2009-2010 season. And there, just a dumb play, trying to work a screen pass, and it just did not work. So we have, I think it's, which Ward is he? Jimmy Ward making the pick 6. So that really creates separation between the Lions and the Cardinals here in this playoff game. Ed Dixon getting back involved. Ed Dixon was the lead receiver for them. But there's a catch and broken tackle. Big run there. Mike Wallace. Mike Wallace was with the Minnesota Vikings for many years, catching passes from, I think it was Brett Favre for a while. They had RG3. But then he ended up going to Arizona last year, and he just sparked their offense. He became this megastar receiver, and so he helped them win the Super Bowl last year. Then you see him making a play there here in this wild card game. Maybe a little too late, but trying to keep things going. And there's Darius Hayward-Bay again. That's Richard Sherman, who just got pushed aside. Number 24 for the Cardinals. There we see a first down pass there in under 2 minutes. Instead of taking a field goal, Detroit said, we're just going to get the first down. And then they run it into the end zone. We see Felix Jones getting 1 rushing touchdown. And then he has that 1 receiving touchdown in what has been a dominant performance by the Detroit Lions. So good handoff there and just fantastic blocking. The Arizona Cardinals were 11-6. The Lions are 10-7. So technically, the Cardinals had a better record. You see them trying to make the game more respectable. So there we see the deep pass, and he throws it deep to David Givens, and he comes down with it with 2 people on him. So great play there, David Givens. Not David. I've been saying the wrong name the entire time. Chris Givens. He's 24 years old in his 3rd season out of Wake Forest. He's at a 74 overall. They also have Quincy Enunwa, who is a rookie this year, but he has not really played much for the Cardinals. They got Devin Aromashodu, who, if you've been following this franchise, he's been very active with like the Giants and the Colts. But he is a 30-year-old receiver. But Cardinals were not able to come away with a road win. So John DeFilippo, the coach of the Cardinals, is against Rob Ryan, who is the head coach of the Detroit Lions. Rob Ryan gets another playoff victory in his history, and they are going to the divisional round of the postseason. So thanks for watching this video. If you like it, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you want more information. Here are the box scores for this game. You can take a look at the stats. And so this is the updated playoff picture. We have the Cleveland Browns taking on the Miami Dolphins. That's going to be an interesting matchup. You got Cam Newton versus Terrell Pryor. Then you've got the San Diego Chargers versus the New York Jets. That's going to be Aaron Rodgers versus Alex Smith, the 1st and 3rd overall pick in 2005. Both quarterbacks top of the league. I think they're both like 99, 97 overalls. So that's going to be a good game. Both of those teams are just due for a Super Bowl, both loaded with talent. So we'll see how those games turn out. Then we have the Cowboys taking on the number 1 seed Rams. So 6th versus number 1. And then we have the Detroit Lions going against the Philadelphia Eagles. So that is number 2 versus number 5. Now, I had a weird error with the game so that when I was trying to simulate from Wildcard week to the divisional, the game kept crashing. So what I did was I had to simulate week 18. And I forced the teams that won week 18 because that was my last save. Then I won the teams that won my playoff games. And so that's why I had to kind of customize this sheet here because it had different scores than what you saw in the videos. So that's just me adapting to Madden being glitchy and those challenges. So I've got all of the stats and data for the season already kept somewhere else. And so that's where it's all the same stuff, but I had some challenges there. But that shouldn't be too much to navigate. It just means that when I screenshot the My Franchise tool, which is what you're seeing now, it sometimes was giving the wrong scores. So that's why I have a more customized sheet here. So you see like the verses is sometimes in the wrong spot on those graphics. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy this series. And I'm looking forward to how the divisional round is going to shape up. Let me know who you think is going to advance to the conference championships.